Bae was trying to tell me, she's like, "Oh, Kyrie can't act. He suck. He terrible." I'm looking at him like, you gotta chill, man. Cause like he ain't like Ray Allen out here. Like he ain't no Denzel Washington.
First,
he ain't Ray Allen.
First. You gotta stop disrespecting Jesus Shuttlesworth.
No, I fuck with Ray Allen.
I'm just saying, like, you keep making him the bar for bad acting in like like everything, bro. Like you seen all the Master P movies.
I only do that like as far as like sports.
Oh, sports movies.
Yeah.
Ah, okay. Well.
Ice cream, man.
Gee, I got the
but like you can't act like Ray Allen not the bar.
Man, when you it's just because they sat him next to Denzel.
I mean, yeah, but like who's a worse like sports actor?
Worst sports actor
than Ray Allen.
You got it.
Y'all ever seen
Final
Kazam?
answer?
What's the name of it?
Wait, first off.
I don't know, man. Shaq came along.
Kazam was my shit, bro. I was like,
that explains a lot.
Hey, what you
Kazam ass nigga.
Explains a lot.
What up? I'm Javon Berry.
I am Zamar Tompkins.
And this is the Baselines and Beats podcast.
Your one-stop shop for hoops, hip-hop, and everything related to the culture.
As always, we want to give a huge shout-out to the Baseline squad, man. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Thank you guys for rocking with us. You've been showing us this overwhelming amount of support, and we really, really appreciate it. We're moving out here. If you've been rocking with us, cool. Keep doing that, most definitely. If not, please follow us on Facebook at Baseline Pod, on IG at Baselines and Beats, and on SoundCloud at Baselines and Beats. Got to return to a very special guest, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a long time coming. We had to bring him back. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Shields is in the building with us.
What's up? What's happening?
Yep.
How you doing, man? How you doing?
Chilling, man.
Z, what we getting into today, man?
First off, we got the boy Jaden Smith out here being a real icon living, bringing water to Flint, doing his best. They got the water box program, which helps filtrate the lead and other harmful things out of the water that's going into Flint. Tell me what y'all think about it.
Go ahead, Shields.
Man, that's like a super noble thing, man, and it kind of raised a lot of questions in my mind about why more people aren't doing something in this same manner. Because if what I read was true, I think it costs $50,000 per box,
something like that.
You know what I'm saying? And they've been out without water for like clean water for like 1,700 days or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, since that we known about, since
like 2014,
and they had people, donating the water, donating the bottles of water.
Yeah.
And the governor in 2018
shut it down.
Terminated it.
Wow.
Said, man, this water is up to standard.
Word.
Oh, yeah? Come on live TV. Mm-hmm. Bring him some gallons. Let him just gulp this water since it's up to standard. Show us that it's up to standard.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no way, man.
Yeah, G, it's super dope what he did, man. So for people who really don't know, he partnered with a local church, and he already started a water company, and this program is kind of like an offshoot of that. Mm-hmm. So the filters is basically going to, I think they said it's going to pump out like 5 gallons of water a minute. 10 gallons of water a minute. And they setting up distribution times at the church. Fill any size container what you want, just come and get you, some water. They testing it regularly for the people in the city, which is, like I said, extremely dope. But that's to your point. Why did it take this? You know what I mean? The government as a whole dropped the ball on it. Yeah. We've been talking about this since 2014. And it's not even a Republican Democrat thing. This is the government at the whole, because even when Obama was in office, we know that he was in office in 2014. Remember, they had that press conference when they gave him the water, and he took this little sip. You know what I mean? He really ain't drinking. He was just like, oh, yeah, this is fine. You know what I mean? It's frustrating to see. Now we got this administration in office, and we got money to do this, or we declaring national emergencies for that. When you got people that's in your country, you know what I mean?
Right.
We ain't got no water.
But you know what it remind me of? It remind me of an episode of The Wire.
Okay.
Season 5,
by the way.
Season 5, and one of the writers was covering the murder, and when she wrote her story, it came out. She looked at the paper. She like, man, you know, I'm expecting this to be front page. It's 10 inches below the fold.
Word.
Another dude told her, wrong zip code.
That's what it is.
And it's the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? This happened in the wrong zip code, and it didn't happen somewhere where people gonna really care about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
they don't got the right skin color.
Definitely. Because this never would have happened in Beverly Hills.
Oh, hell no.
Never
ever would have happened in no Beverly Hills.
So, yeah, man.
The crazy thing for me, though, is I'm like, yo, like, it's like salute to Jaden Smith. I feel like, man, it should be more people like doing something about this though. Yeah. Like you say, like they don't get the recognition because it's the wrong zip code, and like the government should have been doing stuff. But it's like it's so many other people out there besides just Jaden Smith.
People who look like us.
Yeah, and I'm not even trying to like put a knock on Jaden Smith because like salute to him and the water box that he doing right now. But it should have been more people like doing something about this. Like, because it's been happening since 2014, and we in 2019, and that's like 5 years without clean water.
Right. And we don't even know the long-term effects that this having on people either.
Like when it first started happening, like you start seeing like people posting stuff for like they skin changing and like all kind of stuff, like because you got to bathe in that kind of water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People having babies out there, and it's like, you know, can you imagine like the effects like some water with some lead on it have if you bathe in a newborn baby in that?
And that's one of the reasons why this is like super dope, because you know a lot of people when they look at the Flint situation, the only thing they think about is drinking water.
Yeah,
and it's much more deeper than that.
Yeah.
So this system of the water box is so helpful because now instead of we can give you a few bottles of water, you can come get 10 gallons at a time and go do what you need to go do with it, for bathing, for, drinking, for just,
cooking,
for all these different, have these resources.
Word.
And it's much different from just being able to give, a couple bottles, like I said, and it had got to a point where they were able to give families bottles of water 5 days a week. They had to cut it down to 3, and sometimes had to turn families away. Like, ain't nothing that we can do for you.
Word.
But now, having this system in place and hopefully, having this information, other people are behind the scenes right now doing what they can, gathering money to be able to help the situation out. Because like I said, $50,000 per box. I know a lot of rappers spending that on, chains in a strip club and, not to be counting their money and telling them what to do with their money.
Right.
But, I know it's some people out there who will be able to help this situation.
This dialed back to that conversation when we was talking about Floyd that episode. And not to keep coming at Floyd, but it's just like when you see stuff like that and you see the arrogance of it, you like, come on, G. Don't tell me how you buying a $3 million car when we got, shit like this.
Clean water in Flint.
And it's from your neck of the woods.
And it's from your neck of the woods.
You know what I want to see happen though, man? Like, remember a few years back when Chance started donating money to schools and all that kind of stuff, and then like the Bulls had got on board with it. D-Wade started giving up money and stuff too.
Yeah.
I want to see somebody come out here and match Jaden Smith's effort.
Mm-hmm.
Put some money, because like you say, people will rappers be spending money on crazy shit all the time.
You know
what I'm saying? Like that's cool. That's your money. You can do what you want with it, but let's do something for us.
Yeah.
You know another thing too, man. Not even just the celebrities, like when
locally.
You just look at, just like us, you know what I'm saying? And not to give people like us a pass, we all can do something.
That's true.
If people can start a GoFundMe to get R.Kelly out of jail,
man,
fam. We can start
get him out of jail twice.
We can start a GoFundMe and start raising money to get a box. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff that we can do, but I think a lot of people, like in oppositions, they think
you powerless.
We too far from it, or 50,000. Like, nah, it's nothing. Yes, it is.
Word. So maybe we should try to revisit this somehow. Or create, you know what I mean? Maybe we should look into that. That'll definitely be helpful, man. Definitely. Hey man, so since we was on the subject, I'm gonna make a quick transition, man. What y'all seen the R.Kelly Gayle King interview?
Did I?
Did you see the Saturday Night Live skit?
That shit was hilarious.
Yo, give me y'all thoughts, man, on the interview. Did it help the man? Did it hurt the man? Was it necessary? Why the hell he had so much Beijing? What's going on in the interview, man?
Fam,
I want to know who paid for the Beijing.
And before we get into it, it was weird too, because R. Kelly was like always bald coming up.
Yeah.
So I don't know why he thought he needed the Beijing because we already know what you look like bald. But whatever. That's something.
He hit up
different.
Carlos Boozer. Like,
Man,
who your connect was? Man?
Carlos
That was
Boozer had
like
the worst.
historically the worst ever,
It was
dude.
like Carlos Boozer and like Safari on Love and Hip Hop that time when he had it.
Tripping.
But definitely give me your thoughts on the interview, man, and some of the reaction you've been seeing on social media too.
I think it hurt. I think it was unnecessary.
Word.
I don't think it was no reason. First of all, you getting bad advice. Who told you that this was a good idea to do this? Like
Facts.
what? Like what was y'all thinking? Man, look, whatever. Well, he ain't really got no money, so I can't say take that money and give it to me.
Word.
But yeah, I just think it was a bad idea, man. I think whoever advised him to do that went into that thinking, okay, if we go do this interview, we gonna humanize you. Go out here, show some emotion,
That's what it looked like.
pour it on.
Like they had
you
a
know,
whole plan behind it. Like,
and-
just start crying, bro.
Yeah.
Just start.
Get up and be emotional.
and we gon' create some sympathy for you by doing this.
Okay.
But you went on there looking wild, fam.
Wild as hell.
Wild.
And then telling more on yourself when you
Yeah.
when you was on the interview.
Unless they need to go down the street, get some
Yeah.
shoes
Like,
from
fam,
their uncle. It's like,
wait,
what are you
that wasn't in
talking
the
about?
documentary. What are you
What?
talking about, bro? We don't know nothing about that.
Like who you let go get some shoes?
Yeah.
and then like he's talking like Gayle, she was like she's asking him a question and he was like, man, you trying to say I got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 50, however you say amount of people. And it's like 50. Like
Yeah, come on,
nobody
man.
said nothing about 50. You talk about you got 50?
That's wild, man.
And then he had the girls on there. Jesus Christ.
Bruh.
Man, the one girl, she was trying to act like she was just so emotional. I ain't see a tear roll at all.
Talking about the youngest one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My father is lying.
They're all lying. They just want
lying.
some money.
Fam, you need R. Kelly acting coach because you just did a horrible job.
Man,
I don't think that was a good idea having them on there either.
Boy.
Then they say the man behind the scenes coughing. Yeah, I'm in here. Get it together.
Man, G,
Like what you own,
the
man.
whole thing. I don't think is no way for him to escape this though, man. I think it's a wrap. I think after all this down when it come down to sentencing, when they keep saying it's more tapes, more stuff that's happening, I think he definitely seeing jail time this time.
For sure.
I mean,
The last dude who said he found the tape though, like, hold on.
yeah,
fam.
okay.
Like,
See, I wanted to talk about that.
Like, hold
Did you
on.
hear about that?
Nah.
Okay, so it was one dude who said he found the tape in his house.
he thought it was a sports,
He thought it was a- he
tape,
thought
but
it was a
but it
sports
said
tape.
R. Kelly on the tape in his VHS stash.
How the hell? First of all, who still got a VHS? Second of all,
If you got one, it definitely
Second
ain't
of all,
just sitting out hooked
why
up to
do
TV.
why do you have this tape? Like where
Like,
is
it's just in your house.
like it's not is that something you bought at a garage sale? Like how the hell you get this
But
you
damn?
just chilling. Next thing you know, it's
Yeah.
an R. Kelly sex tape in your house.
But
the hell?
but no,
Nowhere.
you thought it was a sports tape, even though it said R. Kelly. So what game was you trying to watch, fam? Like what we doing here?
That's when R. Kelly was
Trying to watch a
doing
whole
that.
R. Kelly AAU game. or
Yeah, when
something.
he was doing he's hooping down there. Yeah,
Like, come
I ain't
on,
trying to hear that
man.
shit.
nah,
When
man.
he's playing 1-on-1 with Usher when he's dating the same girl.
No. Yeah, facts. Yeah, man. I don't know. We might do some investigating in that too. That's a little weird, bro.
Hey,
Super
like,
weird.
Seriously though, like real talk, like watching the interview though, I'm literally just sitting there honestly, I'm getting so like sick and tired of this R. Kelly shit though. Like
Word.
I feel like this just like one long ass like episode of Love and Hip Hop or something, or just like one like real bad chapter trapped in the closet. And it's,
Just most stuff keep happening.
Cause it's like yo, like you say, like watching the interview, like I'm just listening to it and I'm like, nigga, shut up. Like you talking way too like who came up with this to say like, yo, let's go talk to Gayle King. Like for what?
Yeah.
Like
Then he said something about parents selling their daughters.
and that's what I'm
see,
getting.
that's what- yeah,
Cause
yeah.
he's like, what kind of father would sell it? Like, nigga, shut up,
So they
man.
paid you and
Like you bought somebody's daughter, nigga.
but that's what don't make sense to me. Because if the parents are at fault, then they at fault. That don't change the fact that you did what you did.
Exactly.
It's just like the parents helped you, bro.
It's like, yeah, the parents fucked up, but you fucked up too, man.
Man, gee,
You see, that's the thing that I hate. That it's almost like people are steady trying to give him a pass by saying, "Oh,
it's the
where were the
parent.
parents?
Yeah,
the
yeah, yeah.
parents are at fault." Okay, I don't care if they did try to sell their daughter. They filed too. If that's what happened,
they should go down too.
However, he's supposed to know. He's supposed to know, look, fam, you how old? You 17, 18? No, I'm cool. I mean, what person in their right mind, if you messing with these girls or you got these girls around you, and you know your history and your background, which he keep crying about.
What he keeps saying,
my history and my background.
My background.
If I got y'all around me and y'all making it hot, fam, carry your narrow ass on back to your mom and them. Go on, get away from me because you causing too much attention over here.
Yep.
No, you didn't think it was gonna get to this point. You thought you was invincible, untouchable.
He thought he was Teflon.
And you kept him around.
Yeah. He thought he was Teflon.
Now look at you.
Broke, going to McDonald's as you getting out of jail and crying to Gayle King.
Big Rib is back.
That's sad, man. That's
like, honestly, like for real though, like it is sad because I was just talking to somebody about it the other day. Like, it might have been you, but it's just like it's sad as shit to just see like how far like the story of R. Kelly is going.
Fall from grace.
Like R. Kelly like is like an amazing talent, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like I was just telling somebody like how crazy talented he is, like to make people just forget about certain shit that he did. Like with the whole Aaliyah thing, whatever. Like I ain't know shit about the Aaliyah thing because I was a kid at the time. But mainly because like after that happened, the nigga dropped I Believe I Can Fly.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Then like the next time a tape come up and you know the nigga gotta go to trial. Oh man, here come the remix to Ignition. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like. Well,
you know they said today he working on new music, so
I ain't trying to hear that shit, man.
I don't know, man. Maybe everybody
turn that shit off.
You know what the biggest thing is? I think why he escaped all of that
Talk to me.
in that last decade.
What was it?
Is because we in a different culture now.
Hell yeah.
We in a total different culture.
Yep,
you ain't have to go through what you going through now back then.
Big facts.
It's instant reactions on everything.
Big facts.
We ain't had that back then.
Yeah.
So now you able to fly under the radar, keep doing what you got to do. Because a lot of them little settlements that he had and he was paying people, I ain't even know nothing about it.
Word. Because it's not that, but you right.
Unless you reading the paper and see R. Kelly settled out of court.
You're absolutely
Now
right.
you got people sharing these links every 3 seconds.
We are at no other time in history than this. We are at the time where you can just access information like that. All over the world. From here to Japan, we can find out anything we want to find out. So yeah, that's another. He might not be able to sing his way out of this one, man.
Hey, but you know what though? Like, not even just R. Kelly. It's a lot of other people like that. Like, just the same way when Nino Brown. This is bigger than Nino Brown. Everybody going down with me.
Oh, yeah.
It's a ton of perverts that R. Kelly running with. There, it's like the dude that covered up the marriage certificate and everything. Y'all got to go grab him. R. Kelly whole team is running around like, hey yo, R. Kelly can't talk to you, whatever. But here's his card. Call him.
Facts.
Them niggas perverts too.
No,
go get all them.
Like they said, he wouldn't be able to orchestrate all this on his own. Fly people back for somebody who can't rule. And if he was serious about not going to the bank, like that was his first time going to the bank and getting stuff. Oh yeah, you know he had help. Yeah. So it's man. The whole organization needs to go down.
You're pathetic if that's the first time you ever went to a
bank. That's the wildest
fam.
To have all them hits. If that's the first time you walked into a bank, that's the craziest shit in the world to me.
Like, what you doing here? You ain't got nothing.
He started laughing at him. That's why he told he couldn't get his bread.
He got no money here. They can get out of here.
He got some bread in here.
They gave him a deposit. I mean, the bank slip. Yeah, you got $1.63 in here, man. What you trying to do?
That was the I Believe I Can Fly royalty.
Right.
That's bullshit, man.
He can go to McDonald's and get him something.
Man, you know they gonna get it to him for free, man. It was crazy. All them people was up there getting in his face, taking his picture, wanting to kick it with him too.
That's the real crazy thing, because I got friends that's like, yo, like I still love R. Kelly, and it's like, why?
For what?
You know what I'm saying? Like it's like of course the dude like might have been a charming nigga at one point and incredible talent, but like, yo, he a pervert, man.
They worse than the parents off the whatchamacallit documentary. Off the was wild, man.
The father, the worst one though.
Yeah, man. But yeah, man. So we all got R. Kelly going down. It's a wrap. We called it, chopped on that.
It's over.
Facts, man. Get him up out of here. So let's make another transition, man. We 2019, man. It seems like it's gearing up to be a good year in music, man. What's some projects that's dropping that y'all excited for? Some speculation. What's anticipated? Who you want to hear from this year? Shields, we're gonna go with you.
I'm looking forward to the Schoolboy Q album. Okay. He just dropped a single 2 days ago, yesterday.
Yeah, Num Juice.
Yeah, Num Juice. Yeah. It wasn't quite what I was looking to hear from Schoolboy Q after, the Blank Face album, but You know, Blankface was Grammy nominated, you know what I'm saying? And I think coming off that Grammy nomination, I'm expecting something
super hard.
Huge.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting you to come right back. I mean, that's what you expect from TDE anyway, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they just got a track record of just putting out nothing but fire. They
That
killing
J-Rock album was solid.
Yeah,
Black Panther soundtrack was solid.
Super solid.
Yeah.
I mean, what have they dropped? There's been,
Yeah.
you got SZA, the J-Rock album, the Black Panther soundtrack. I don't know if y'all heard the Reason joint.
Yeah, Reason joint was tight.
His joint solid.
Absol last joint was tight.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So they always
Kendrick, everything Kendrick dropped.
Come on.
Yeah. And that'll be the next one that I'll be looking for. I don't know if it's coming.
Kendrick album.
Yeah, but I
do
think,
though, right?
I think
It's been 2 years, right?
It's been 2 years, so you know.
You need something from him.
But he might be, you know, saying, you know, he did the Black Panther thing,
ain't trying to
put
hear
that
that shit.
together. He
I ain't
might,
trying to
you know
hear
what I'm
that.
saying?
Everybody trying to hear that.
Taking a chill, but I'll be looking forward to that. And then the Nipsey and Meek, I don't know if that's a complete project, if it's just songs, an EP, whatever it is, I'm looking forward to see what that dynamic is.
Okay.
And then how that's going to play out, because I don't think it's a perfect mix. I ain't the biggest Meek fan. I'm probably the biggest Nipsey fan.
That's why you rocking the blue.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Neighborhood.
I look like rival gang members saying shit.
Yeah,
So I'm looking forward to see what they gonna do, man. Hopefully it's something fire, man.
Yeah.
We'll see.
That's dope. What you got, Z?
Well, he took the Kendrick one from me because I'm like, I was sitting and listening, just thinking about like who do for an album. Like, I need a new Kendrick project, whatever.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
It'd be too early to be asking for something for Cole, but
Okay.
I think Chance said he got new music coming in like July.
Yeah.
You said too early for Cole?
Yeah, because he just dropped the project. KOD went on the tour. He got the tour.
That was late last year, right?
Ain't you the big Cole fan?
Yeah, I'm a big Cole fan.
Didn't he? I thought he supposed to be dropping something.
No, Revenge of the Dreamers 3 coming out.
I'm talking about like a solo.
No, I thought he had a solo coming this year.
He
might.
He talking about
There's been whispers of
what's
it.
the
His little alter ego.
yeah, the Kill Eric with
Oh, okay. Well, shit, I'm down for it.
Yeah. I don't know if it's coming this year, but I know Revenge of the Dreamers 3 coming this year.
He better cut it out with the alter ego stuff and come with a J. Cole album. We're
I can
playing
tell by the
around
look
in
on your
these
face.
streets.
You ain't digging it.
Nah, I ain't digging it at all. Nah, not at all. Not at all.
What you ain't digging?
Look, Cole is a great rapper. He proved that every single time he touched a mic. He
Great
proved
artist.
Let me finish.
Okay.
He proved to us that he can rap.
Okay.
Prove to me that you can make a fire album. I don't think we've had. I was just gonna say, I don't think we've had one since then. Since then, it's been that's how this album's been.
No, I'm talking about what you talking about.
What you mean?
What you mean? So KOD won Cole?
KOD was cool. It was lukewarm. It was alright. It was okay.
You look. All
right, well.
Uncle Luke ass nigga.
Yeah, it's almost springtime. It's time to warm up a little bit. Yeah.
Man.
So
Joe.
KOD was aight.
I think KOD was alright. It wasn't like, damn, this fire. Let me go back to this. What I did with that album, picked a couple of songs I like, put them on a playlist.
You know, Shield's phony. I'm gonna tell you why Shield's phony. Because what album had changed clothes on it? Folding clothes.
Oh,
What album was that? Was that Forest Hill Drives or For Your Eyes
you
On?
talking about the Black album?
Yeah, no.
You said change clothes. I'm like,
I meant fold clothes.
Come on, Jay-Z.
So what album was that?
That was For Your Eyes On.
Okay, so when that came out, Shield's all over social media. It's trash album. Ooh. I can't believe J. Cole.
That's how I look.
That's how he's typing this shit. This trash album. Ooh, I can't believe. And then 1 week later, he just, I want to fold clothes for you. I want to make you feel just sharing all the Cole
He
joints.
sharing the lyrics and shit.
But that's just
why
what
I be
I
looking
just
at Shield's
said.
flow.
I will pick the songs that I like, put them on a playlist. I'm not going back to this album.
But Baseline Squad, he cracked on the folding clothes song specifically.
Cause it was, you know what I'm saying, familiar to the lifestyle
then-
I'm living.
and
I'm
then
folding
your old-
clothes,
then your
I'm
old-
drinking almond milk now, I'm
Okay.
finna be married.
Okay.
You should understand.
That's why I'm bumping with it. That's why I'm rocking with it.
that's
So
one
I'll see.
song.
Okay. All right. Well, you know.
You know?
Anyway, this is listen. Your criticism of Cole, I understand it. I personally wish that even though he's extremely dope, producing all his beats and stuff like that, I would like him to hear him on other production. That to me is what Kendrick gets the leg up because he has this whole team around him. Didn't somebody say he was sitting on like a crazy amount of beats? It was like
I forgot the number.
Yeah, it was like some gigs
from
of
years ago.
Yeah, he just sitting on beats. You know what I mean?
Like 90,000 gigs.
Yeah, some ridiculous number that I couldn't even fathom. That you got all this production. He never gonna get all through that, but just the idea that he's sitting on all this production for whatever project he wants to put out is cold. So I understand. See, Cole as a complete artist, to be able to make beats, mix your own records, do whatever without features or whatever, and lead this wave of you don't really need the radio singles to do what you can. Right. I mean, to move all this stuff, I think is extremely dope. That's where you gotta get a man to respect.
No. He get my respect and all that's cool and noble, but just like you said, for all of those reasons that make it dope, it also make it a reason you have to step outside of that and try something new and give us a different sound. And like I said, Cole is an amazing rapper.
Yeah.
So it's almost like, damn, fam, like if you just work with some other artists, some other producers, I mean, just look at all the features and look at the dope music
you see what he do when he got on the features.
You see what he capable of, and it's just like all of us sitting in the studio. You got an idea, you got an idea, I got an idea.
Let's do it.
We put all those up in a pot and make gumbo as opposed to I'm in here by myself and I'm doing everything. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's cool, but it could be so much better if somebody come with another idea, give it a little more season, give it a little something else. Right. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost like, people think I hate Cole and I don't hate Cole. I just be being funny on my funny shit.
Okay.
But it's like I'm looking forward to what he can do once he step outside of himself and work with some other artists and some other producers and just give us a different sound. And I really just want to see a complete album that I absolutely love. Like, even though the general consensus is Forest Hill Drive is a classic. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a classic. I think it's not a classic. I think it's a good album.
Do you think it's a classic in the sense that American Gangster is a classic? Because I want to call American Gangster a classic, but it's not a classic for probably one reason.
Okay. Yeah, no, I already know what he finna say.
Because of
Hello Brooklyn with Wayne.
Hello Brooklyn through the whole vibe of the album.
What defines a classic?
It's just the cohesiveness from front to back. Like if you like when I listen to that album, it's a certain tone that's set for it. I'm talking about American Gangster. Right. It's a certain tone that's set for it, and Hello Brooklyn comes on, and it just makes me like cringe every time. And the thing, I'm gonna tell you what frustrated me the most. He wrote for When the Money Goes. For that album. Remember the joint that he gave to Fab?
Yeah.
That should have been on that album. And if you would have swapped that, you'd have had another classic. To me.
Yeah.
So
I still think American Gangster a classic.
I know. I know. You know, but just to me, is I can't call something a classic and go skip that whatever number 3 or number 4 every time it comes on. I can't do that.
Nah, but for me though, like with Hello Brooklyn,
yeah,
like because I've been in a situation where I'm sitting there listening to a song, whatever, and I'll be thinking like, damn, why the fuck he go get this artist, whatever. Mm-hmm. Like for me, like 2 words, whatever. With Kanye, it was him, Mos Def, and Freeway. Right. Like I always be sitting there, like when I was younger, be thinking like why the fuck he go get Freeway for this shit, man? Like he could have got like Common a Talib or something like Freeway, you know what I'm saying? But like when you get like that different voice, or whatever, and it bring like that much diversity to it, or whatever, probably not so much like with Hello Brooklyn, or whatever, because like Wayne is like motherfucking like far out there with, especially like vocally, just like Hello Brooklyn, how you doing?
You like Hello Brooklyn?
Yeah,
but you right though. You definitely can skip that one, and it don't fit the sound of the. It's like
it don't
you
fit
going
the soundtrack.
Cohesive. What the fuck is this? Cohesive. You know what I'm saying? Like
I still say it's a classic though. Not that song on the album though.
Hey, I love that album, but yeah, this is definitely for me. I'm excited about Revenge of the Dreamers 3. I heard Meek and Drake supposed to do What a Time to Be Alive 2.
Meek and Drake?
Not Meek and Drake, damn.
Yeah, damn. Wow.
Future and Drake.
Right,
Future and Drake supposed to be do What a Time to Be Alive 2. So I'm interested to see how that's gonna sound, because Future is somewhere else with his star right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they say he not doing
the lean,
he not doing the
more
lean or
dirty
nothing like
Sprite.
that. So we gonna see what he really talking about. Can he make them records?
Hey, what if like Future like a conscious rapper now?
No
more dirty Sprite. And
Hey, what y'all think about it? Y'all seen when he was talking about that when he was like, I think it was Juice WRLD. Juice WRLD told him how he inspired him to do lean, and Future was like he was taken aback by it, like shocked, like kind of hurt. Like,
Yeah.
or like what you
I ain't see that.
yeah. So,
I mean, but like listening to what you saying, it's like nigga, what you expect? You know what I'm saying?
Because I mean, your mixtapes is Dirty Sprite.
Yeah, like that's literally your content. You know what I'm saying? Like that you inspire people to do things, whatever. If you rapping about like, let's go fix our credit scores and get out the hood and come back and buy the hood, whatever, then niggas might do that. But if you just like, yo, I'm finna go to the strip club and get 40 bitches to dance on me while I'm drinking this dirty Sprite, then that's what the shorties is gonna shoot for. Niggas.
I'm just looking at it a little crazy though when he said that he was scared to tell people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, like look at the responsibility you know what I'm saying, showing with your platform though. You know what I'm saying? Like what you scared for? You know what I'm saying? Like you
became a slave to himself because that's who he is to people.
It's like, come on, man. Like, it's almost like you really scared to be who you really are.
Right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you doing it for money? Like, that's what we doing. We pimping ourselves out. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. That's wild, man. So I'm trying to think of who else that I want to hear the new Rihanna joint. Cause it's been a minute. I want to hear the new
I wasn't expecting that from you.
Yeah. I want to hear the new Rihanna
I
joint.
was.
I want to hear the new Rihanna joint. You try to act like you ain't in the Navy, Joe. What you be on? What you? Man, can't take niggas. No, boy.
He want to be in the mirror. Ella, hey.
I want to hear the new Rihanna joint. Because it's gonna be some dope writing on it. It's been a minute since we heard her. She's been getting a makeup bag, so I definitely want to check that out. Kendrick, Revenge of the Dreamers 3, and.
It's one that's a long shot that I want to hear, but it's like a super duper long shot.
What's that?
They saying something about Chance and Kanye was supposed to be working on Good Ass Job.
Good Ass Job.
Yeah. Yeah, like, cause I honestly I understand both of y'all. I just let the air out of both of you niggas and shit. I hope Kit picked up the audio and the motherfuckers just really got deflated in here and shit. Like, but honestly, man, like. If you take like Ultralight Beam and like any other like Chance and Kanye record or whatever, I feel like Chance can kind of keep Kanye like on the leash to like, all right, bro, don't start tripping like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but it's not like he shouldn't have to keep him on the leash.
I mean, yeah, like
what I mean?
Right, yeah. I'm like you like that's all like personal shit though. Like I want like if we talking about like music I want to hear or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not like necessarily here for Kanye to be, voting for Trump and going all crazy like that, whatever. But
Thanks.
like even the song he got with the dude that just went and killed everybody and shit. What
a personality.
Yeah, that
song.
shit. That shit. Like I enjoy that Kanye.
It's called Mixed Personalities.
Mixed Personalities.
Who made the Murder on My Mind song?
YNW Melly.
Yeah, that dude. I knew it was some letters. And I didn't know which letters it was.
There's too many letters in these shorties' names now.
Yeah,
man.
that's how they do though. I feel every time I hear a new rapper and shit with like a list of new rappers, especially when it be like XXL coming out with the list of like possible freshman 10 candidates. I just always feel like that episode of the Boondocks when
Young Cow Tipper.
Yeah, Young Cow Tipper, my man Young Spoony and all the shit that he's come like, yo, who are these niggas, man?
That's what I say looking at Kanye, like, who is this nigga, man?
I'm
Kanye.
I'm with you, G. As much as and like when we broke it down, it had a different impact because we was growing into it. I can't rock with this man right now, man. And it hurt my heart to say that, but that shit, and I don't know if these mothers out here doing damage control. He had GLC do another interview, told him, he completely off the Trump way. We done heard this like 2-3 times before. Man, yo, he got to do something crazy for me to be like, yo, okay, I'm gonna give you another chance. Right now, man, you do your Sunday service, throw on the white sheets.
Just go ahead and say it.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead and say it.
What?
Man, fuck Kanye.
Man, look, man.
You gonna say it too?
Come on.
You on the edge. Left
man,
in you, nigga.
Go ahead.
Just say it.
I can't.
You called Floyd Mayweather a fuck nigga a couple weeks
Well, man,
back.
because I Man, fuck Kanye, man.
There you go.
Sorry, Granny. I'm sorry.
No, he
Granny.
ain't.
Chris made me do it, Granny.
No, he didn't. Javon, a grown ass man.
Because Joe, you can't show this support for something that we don't stand for, man.
You know, but again, like I was saying with Future though, not to cut you off.
Word.
But it's just like, look how you using your platform. It's no responsibility whatsoever, man. None.
That's what it is.
It's almost like you try to play on our love for your music and think you can do whatever you want, you can say whatever you want, and we gonna always be accepting of you. You can go out, stomp in the dirt, play whatever piano, and sing songs, and we just gonna be like, Jesus walks. Nah, fam, going somewhere.
Yeah.
Like, I'm cool.
He got to do a lot more than that, man, because that shit. Because in my eyes, what you doing is you showing shorties it's cool to rock with what you rocking with. You showing shorties it's cool to throw that hat on. You showing shorties it's cool if you know somebody who represents all this stuff that we against. You showing them that it's cool. If you're the innovator of cool like you say you are, you showing the younger generation like, yo, we ain't gotta do this shit. Yeah. I mean, he said that he want to keep Hispanics out the country. Or he said blacks come from shithole countries, but I'm rocking with him. That shit just don't sit right with me, man. So
I'm gonna point out the fact that y'all looking at it like from like a way deeper angle than I was looking.
Facts.
I'm just like, I want to hear Chance the Rapper like
Word.
with somebody else. Like maybe I should be looking more forward to like a Chance and Childish Gambino album. And
I go grab a Chance and Childish Gambino album.
It just, I don't know. It's hard for me. Like
it's hard.
It's hard for all of us.
It's not even like a real thought out. Like I'm not messing with. I got songs with Kanye that I absolutely love, and I promise to you, I have my iPod on shuffle, my phone on shuffle, his song, I skip it. Like, I don't even want to hear from him.
Old Kanye too?
Old Kanye. I don't even listen. I don't listen to him at all. Like, I skip it.
Chance. So Kanye is R. Kelly to you now, huh?
He ain't.
He ain't that level. No, we ain't. No.
I mean, but like,
he in the boat.
I'm gonna tell you how real. But on your shirt right now is my favorite hip hop album of all time. And it's hard for me to listen to that album. B is the most
really.
B is the most complete hip hop album. That's as much as I love Jay or Nas or whatever. B for me is my favorite hip hop album of all time.
That intro was crazy.
Yo,
as hell.
The Corner. It's
just joints on there.
I love that album.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? I put that album against any album in history. It be hard for me to listen to that album sometimes, man.
You that mad at Kanye?
Man, Joe.
Bro, I throw that shit on tonight.
It be hard. It be hard, man. It be hard for me to listen to that album sometimes because I just be like, man, Joe, because when I
like you listening too hard then.
When I think about him, Joe, when I think about B, I think about Common and Kanye. And when I think about Kanye, I think about all the fuck shit that he keep doing.
Yeah, but honestly, man, for me, like Kanye now is like, yo, you're fucking up big time, bro. You dropping the ball like hella hard or whatever.
Facts.
But it's like I honestly like at the risk of sounding like super fucking stupid and shit right now, because I could tell both of y'all looking at y'all like, you better not.
We finna jump you outside.
Yeah, I feel like y'all is because y'all get these gang member outfits on and shit. Neighborhood. But yeah, I honestly feel like if somebody was to tell me that this Kanye out here is a clone or whatever, like nigga,
it's him and Gucci Mane running around.
I don't believe that clone Gucci shit, man.
I don't know, man.
Nah, cause like they be like, oh man, he went and got rid of the face tattoo, the nigga, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he need to get a smaller size of veneers though.
Yeah, he do. Joe, he got
but
some,
a lot of this shit.
R.I.P. Charlie Murphy teeth.
Yeah, he do like motherfucking apples everywhere.
R.I.P. Charlie.
But
apples frightened everywhere.
but yeah, like a lot of this shit they be like, oh man, Gucci man, look that, like a lot of that shit come with drinking water and exercising.
Right, that's true. Big facts.
But like motherfucking Kanye just seems like if somebody like just went and grabbed the old Kanye and just like locked him up and put out I would totally believe that shit.
Yeah, man.
Cause like the switch up, like I was listening to it when I was listening to Watch the Throne last night, and he's just like, oh, I never let my well, he's talking about I forgot the name of the song, whatever. But when him and Jay was talking about they have kids, you know what I'm saying? And like, I never let a mother move to L.A. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, nigga, damn, you know what I'm saying? Or I might even make him be Republican so everybody know he love white. I'm like, damn, nigga, you was sprinkling clues all up in this bitch. Once you been
R.Kelly, I've been dropping clues for years.
Facts, man, facts. So we, damn, Yeah, man. I wasn't even trying to go on the Kanye tangent right now, man. But
She did it. Chris talked to you and saying some shit. And your grandma gonna whoop your ass when she see you.
She ain't rocking with Kanye right now either.
She still gonna whoop your ass.
Nah, she cool.
She might be on the low saying some cuss words.
Yeah, she ain't rocking with Kanye. Granted, you know we ain't rocking with Kanye right now.
Granny still gonna whoop your ass.
Nah, man, she cool. She told me I can curse when it come to Kanye. Anybody else, she said it ain't cool. But yeah, man. So 2019 should be interesting for music and all that, man. So it's gonna be dope. So man, let's get to the smoke, man. Let's get to the real meat, man. We got the NBA.
Pause.
We got the NBA.
You trying to get to the real meat.
You wildin' out here.
Hey man, we can't bring. Look, man.
You got too excited, man. What's going on?
Listen, brother.
Thirsty Thursdays. Relax, man. You gotta relax.
Check it, man. We got the playoffs coming up soon. When the playoffs start, like a month?
Yeah, like a month from now.
Yeah. So we starting to see the seeding and everything going on right now, man. I wanted to ask y'all first before we get into the real deep basketball conversation. Who do you think the biggest threat to the Warriors are? Is it in the West? Is it in the East? Who you think got the best opportunity to knock them off? Go ahead, you go first, Z.
I like the Rockets against them, even though it's like they kind of, if you look at like the talent level or whatever, they kind of undermanned or whatever. But like the games they played this year, like the Rockets, like they just lost the other day or whatever, but they still like usually put up a good fight or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you have difference makers like Chris Paul in there and like James Harden or whatever. Like
Chris Paul is a difference maker.
Yeah, I mean for that team.
Nah, real big difference maker.
Yeah, chill out, bro. Relax.
One of the greatest point guards in this generation. I just want to make this known to everybody.
It's cool, bro.
That Chris Paul is one is
what's up with you, man?
The generational point guard. Right now, go ahead, brother.
Look at you.
Please keep going.
Straightening out your papers.
Please keep going, man. CP, you know how we rocking, dog. You know how we rocking. You know what I'm saying?
You got something you want to say?
Man, CP, God point guard. You know why. Let's do it. Go ahead, Z. My bad. Got a little off topic right now. You know what I'm saying? But Mud just be coming at CP all kind of sideways.
I was going first.
Go ahead,
he trying to get to the meat of things. You know? Are you dropping clues?
He got the meat, man.
You dropping clues?
Man, go ahead, Z. Go ahead.
Like when you watch the game though, man, like Chris is like a clear difference maker, like when they playing against the Warriors and everything.
Facts.
So I think like right now the way the season shake out, whatever, they end up seeing him in like the second round or something.
Yeah,
cause like I feel like that's kind of whack.
They might grab that number 2 seed. Houston pushing for it. They can.
I would love for them to do it, but I mean we'll see what happens.
All right.
In the East though, I like Milwaukee. I don't think that's gonna be like the one though. But Toronto, like the way that team built, like you got Kawhi is like the superstar, and then you got like a lot of other like solid veterans that know how to win and know how to act when it's crunch time. You're back against the wall and you got to start winning games and all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
I like their chances if they get to the finals against them.
You think they making it out the East?
Yeah, I mean they could. I mean, I still like Boston. I would love to see like Kyrie, because when Kyrie is in a real, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like Kyrie turned into a whole nother. You get untucked Kyrie when he got some competition. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Like I love to see that, but I feel like the Warriors, like the best chance to beat them is the actual Warriors, because like they get so unfocused and end up when they lose, and I know Chris is going to agree with this. When they lose by like 30. You know what I'm saying?
I think they done lost by like 20 or better 5 times at home.
Yeah.
It's been
like y'all got five starting all-stars. Like, bro, what y'all doing, man?
When we get dubbed, we get dubbed.
Yeah, that's Dub Nation and shit out here.
For real. Who you got, Shields? Who got the biggest threat?
Man, I'm kind of with Z. I feel like the biggest threat to the Warriors really is themselves. I think this is the most vulnerable we've seen them. I think it's a real fragile time for that organization.
Yeah. And
it's just kind of like, how are things going to play out once the playoffs come? But I feel like also they've been through this. It's nothing new for them.
Right.
Maybe not all of the, the clips, Steve Kerr, he tired of Draymond, and, all that type of stuff. That type of stuff is new, but
he didn't agree with his approach. That's what he said.
But
He
just
said
like
he's cancerous to his team, right?
Yeah, cancerous to
bullshit.
just like the rigors of going through the playoffs, though, and that grind, they familiar with it. They've been together so long. I think they'll know how to get through it.
Facts.
As far as teams, though, I'm not quite sure on the Rockets. And like you said, if the playoffs started today, they got them in the second round.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to see that matchup in the second round.
Okay.
I would rather see that in the Western
Conference
Conference Finals again, running back. But hopefully they can get to that 2 seed and, it'll play out like that. I like the Thunder.
They defend, man.
I like the Thunder. Only thing that scared me about them is Russ going to be able to pull the reins in and really let PG be the one and you be Robin. You know what I'm saying? In the East, before the season started, I might have said the Celtics.
Yeah.
Seeing how things kind of played out, even though they kind of finding a groove right now, if the playoffs started today, they got the Bucks in the first round. Mm-hmm. With the Bucks having home court advantage. I like that Bucks team.
Who got the Bucks in the first round?
If the playoffs started today, no, they have them in the second round. Second round, my bad. They'll play them in the second round. My bad. That's another matchup I wouldn't want to see right there. I don't know if they make it out of that. If it play out like that.
You think Milwaukee playoff tested though?
They may not be playoff tested, but I like they got a solid leader in Giannis.
Yeah.
I see.
You got it. You been practicing, boy.
I was
hey,
prepared.
give it up for my man.
Go ahead, Chris. Oh, Jim, what you badass?
They got a solid leader in Giannis, and then you got Chris Middleton, all-star,
facts,
good shooter. You got Brook Lopez on fire.
Cause I know you salty about that.
Super salty.
I know you salty about that.
Why did not Magic keep this guy? Why?
I don't know what the hell Magic was doing.
Magic doing some weird ass shit over there.
Yeah, he was tripping. But I just like what they have and what they may be able to bring, and they got home court advantage. Mm. I'm just interested to see how that's gonna play out, but I really don't think. I don't see a real threat. I don't see a real threat for the Warriors.
All right. Well, yeah, I mean, I think their biggest competition will be Houston, but it all boils down to if Houston's gonna hit shots. Last night I think James Harden went like 2 for 13 from 3. Yeah. It was something crazy. And it's because he was a little off, but they know how to defend him from 3. And obviously once the playoffs start, stuff slow down. You get to game plan for a team for at least 4 games, max 7. So you start to figure things out. But I'm with y'all. I don't think it's a serious threat. I do want to see some competition. I hope they get pushed 6-7 games twice. Just so it'll be fun watching it. Don't know how stuff gonna look next year. We're gonna see if KD leave, Boogie leave, Draymond. We don't know. So
if Houston makes shots, we'll have something.
We'll have a series.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They'll have, if they can make them shots, I like them picking up Shumpert.
That's a good pick.
Rivers. I like 2 guards. Nice size on them.
Fareed.
Kenneth Fareed too.
Kenneth Fareed was a big pickup.
And, at the beginning of the season, we thought defensively, like, man, what's going on? How they going to look?
Yeah.
But it's all starting to come together. But for them, it's going to all depend on how well y'all making shots. If y'all making shots, we got a series. If not, I don't know. Because even like with the game yesterday, I don't think you getting that from Boogie once Durant come back.
No.
We haven't got that from Boogie all season.
Yeah.
As long as he been playing.
Yeah.
Because you got all of these guys. It ain't enough ball to go around for you to do that every game.
The one thing we do know about Golden State is if they want to feature somebody in the offense, they'll feature that person. So them nights where we see Clay go off and he just hit 50 out of nowhere, it's because, feed him because he hot. I haven't seen, I don't think it has been this many post-ups by a player in Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr, whole time he's been there, his tenure that he's been there. Right. So I don't know if that's something that he decides to work on because KD wasn't there, or is it something they're going to do moving forward? But we'll see. We'll see how it shake out.
We'll see.
Y'all cool with Bron not making the playoffs?
Why you had to go there?
I just want to just.
What's up with you, man?
I got both of y'all here, man.
What's the matter with you?
Ain't you a Lakers fan?
I'm asking you. Are y'all cool? I ain't asking me. I know how I feel. I'm
How you
asking
feel?
y'all.
I asked you, were you a Lakers
No,
fan?
I want LeBron James. Yes, and I want
okay.
LeBron James in the playoffs. So I'm asking y'all how y'all feel.
Feel fine.
You feel you okay?
Yeah.
I feel fine. How you feel? So you good?
I'm all right, man.
You sure?
I mean, it would be nice for him to be there, but shit, I mean,
What you gonna do?
what can I do?
Yeah, man.
Want me to go suit up?
What you gonna do?
Quick question.
Meaty gravy?
Quick question, man. Bron still best player in the league?
You fishing today?
I just want to ask y'all.
man, you just asking a lot of questions
the best
today,
player
man.
in the league?
Are you saying he having the best season or is he the best player? I need to know.
Look at y'all. You see my man getting technical. Is LeBron James the best player in the league?
Are you talking about the best player this
yes.
season
I'm talking
or the
about
best
the best
player?
player, period.
Best player, absolutely.
He's still the best player in the league.
Yep.
Okay.
Who is it?
I'm just.
I know you told us already.
Yeah, I know. I just and you know if we review the tapes, one of us might have been right. You know.
Who was that?
You know.
What are you looking at,
Man,
man?
I'm just saying, man. One of us might have been right, man.
Who was it?
Who's right?
Yeah,
it was me.
Oh,
It was me.
Who did you say?
Kevin Durant is the best player in the league.
Why is Kevin Durant the best player in the
Come
league?
on, man. We don't have to have this
No,
conversation.
we do.
brother.
I need
I
to
mean, you just
understand.
asked us the
We don't have to
question.
have
We just
this
asking the question.
This is foolish to have this conversation
Let
right
me
now.
ask you- let me
Oh,
ask
so
you-
now
let
you
me
wanna
ask
have
you-
conversation.
Let's have a real conversation. Let's have a real.
Let's do it, baby.
Real conversation. No jokes. All jokes aside.
Big facts.
When you judge who is the best player in the league, like what you basing it off of?
Overall skill set, playing both ends of the floor, and just your overall ability and what you do for your team.
Got it. But don't, to some level, you have to prove all of these things on a certain level. Like, look at who you have around you and how easy that make the game for you. Doesn't that kind of weigh into it somehow?
Yes and no, because we didn't say this when we named Bron the best player in the league. When he was on the best team in the league, we didn't.
Where was that?
When he was in Miami.
They were the best team in the league?
Miami wasn't the best team in the league when his first year going there?
They didn't even have a number one seed.
What was my collection of talent? Golden State didn't have a number one seed last year. They not gonna. I don't think they're gonna have a number one seed this year. And not. I'm overall. Overall, we talking about the league. Golden State didn't have a number one seed last year.
I didn't say overall. I just said they didn't have a number one seed.
Okay.
Though they didn't have a number one seed last year,
They
but
didn't have
I
one
mean,
last year, but they still won the chip. But they were still the best team in the league, right? Golden State wasn't the best team in the league last year.
no, I'm thinking of Miami.
Miami wasn't the best team in the league when they went over there.
I mean, who they had on their team? They had the big three. I just sent you the photo yesterday, which you
Shields.
kindly didn't respond
Shields,
to.
I thought I did respond
You
to it.
didn't.
My bad.
but looking at that collection,
they had a good starting five.
They were better than Boston. Boston had 4 All-Stars in their starting lineup.
Yeah, but they was getting older.
Oh my God!
They wasn't getting old. They was on the way out. The Moles got traded 2 seasons
Then they take
later.
them. They went 7 games with Miami, didn't they?
6, I thought. Was it 7?
I don't
They
know.
go 6 or 7.
I don't know. I ain't
So
know.
when Bron went to Miami, they wasn't the best team in the league.
I'm not saying that was the best team.
Was Miami the best team in the league?
I'm not saying that. They had Joel Anthony as they starting. They went and grabbed him off a Subway bench somewhere.
You had 2 top 5 players in the league on the same team at the time, and Chris Bosh.
So that just you said team. You have the best.
But what I'm saying, the Warriors top heavy too.
The Warriors be having benches for all of these years that they've been the best team in the league. That was one of the main reasons you
You
said
got to point that though, because
they had a bench, fam. Knock it off.
they got.
Bron didn't have the best team in the league going to Miami.
If you want to say he had the best 3 players of a starting
Oh, I
five,
can't believe this man is really saying this right now.
From
and
top-
you let them say it.
so
I mean,
so from
'cause
top to bottom,
I
they
see
was the
the
best
points
team.
from
Who
both
was the best?
sides. I'm seeing the points from both sides though.
In 2011, who was the best team in the league?
The Bulls had a better team top to bottom than Miami Heat. Point blank, period. Top to bottom, yes. Better team.
At any time,
Better team.
anytime,
upset over there.
and any time did we think, and we live in Chicago,
Okay.
did we think Chicago was going to beat
Don't change
Miami?
the conversation.
But we knew they were a better team.
Listen. Chicago, top to bottom, a better
Where your
team.
microphone at? Go get a microphone, kid.
Listen.
What's this?
Listen. Top to bottom, Chicago was a better team, but Miami was more star heavy and had the stars who could carry you over that hump.
Top
that
to
don't
bottom,
mean that was a better team.
Top to bottom. You full of shit. Well, I can't believe you saying that Miami didn't have.
No, fam.
Nah, I get what he's saying because
Explain it to me, because I don't understand.
like what he's saying is
look
like,
up these
like
rosters.
with Miami or whatever.
I know the rosters. I see what you said, but you can't tell me that.
I can.
No,
I just
but
did.
We knew Miami was going to the finals.
Right. What
Every year he
what
was
he's
there.
saying though is like
No?
what he's saying
What
is
is he saying?
I'm trying to say it, but you won't stop saying other shit. Shut up, nigga. Shit.
Man, this motherfucker crazy.
You crazy.
I ain't never seen you act like
what?
this.
Right, he trying to explain.
How the
to
hell
you,
I'm gonna
see?
make
Go
a point
ahead,
and you
man.
over it? Shut up,
Go
man.
ahead, man.
Kid, next time you talk, turn this shit off. What he's saying is like Miami, like when they went and when Bron decided he was coming there, Chris Bosh and D Wade announced they was gonna be together the day before.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, cool, you got the top three, but now it's like, damn, you gotta go fill out the roster with some rec league dudes, whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what
Rec league guys.
Why he acting like he don't know this?
It's not probably when you get to the 12th person.
No, I'm not saying that these is
you-
all
you-
Your
like,
roster was dismantled. You had like
Right.
100-some million put aside for these three guys. What? How is you gonna fill out the roster? Joel Anthony?
Who the best team in the league this year?
No. Don't change the subject.
Who's the best team in the league this year?
I mean, I guess the Warriors.
Do the Warriors have a bench?
I mean, they do have.
Do the Warriors have the bench? Is top to bottom? Is the Celtics better than the Warriors? Complete team. But you know the Warriors is the.
You changing the
Chill. You just said you know that the Warriors are the better team. You talking about depth. We having two different conversations. I'm not talking about another team's
These gang
depth. I'm
members
talking
in here
about
going
who
crazy.
the best
Anything
team.
more?
Who's
the best team?
So you telling me?
Say Miami was the best team.
So you
say
telling
Bron
me-
got named the best player and he had help like KD had help.
You only saying that because you looking at these guys and they, just like I said with Miami, talent-wise, they are top-heavy. That don't make you the best team. That means we have the best game changers who, even though we may not have the best team, I mean, from top to bottom, we have these guys who can carry us over that hump. Well, yeah, you may have more talent top to bottom, but your talent top-wise ain't as heavy as ours.
I'm not arguing if Miami was a better team than Golden State. You telling
I'm talking about whichever argument you want to have. Talent-wise, top to bottom.
What argument are y'all having?
So just for the record, Miami was not the best team in the league.
No. Who's
the best team?
You said when he first went there.
Yeah.
When he first went there, they was not the best team.
Who's the best team in the league?
I don't know, but Chicago was better than them. I'm giving you one. Top to bottom, Chicago was a better team. D Rose, Paul Gasol, Noah, Boozer. Who was the two guard?
Paul Gasol wasn't over there yet.
In the first year?
Paul Gasol was still in LA, brother.
First year? Oh yeah, he
Paul
showed.
Gasol was
He
still in LA,
showed. He was. Who else was on the team?
You had you tell me.
And the rest,
top to bottom.
everybody else I named
Top
was
to
there.
bottom. You had D Rose, Joakim Noah, who's just this incredible player of all time. Who
damn near defensive player of the year.
No, he was. He did defensive player of the year.
Don't.
How does that equate to two top 5 players and a top 5 player at their position?
Team.
All on one
I'm
squad.
talking team.
And then
look at it. Wait.
Haslam ain't no slouch, right? You had Battier defensively, right? Who else you had? You had Kyle Korver shooting, right?
You see how he just disregarded Noah? You see how he disregarded
Noah's solid.
You like, no, don't let him be
I'm still
solid
trying
now.
to figure out like what argument are y'all having?
I'm just trying to get him to admit that Miami was the best team.
I don't
in
think
the
they
league.
was the best
why
team in the
though?
league.
Because he said that when he can't call KD the
said,
best
you
player.
got two of the top 5 players in the league.
He
So
said you
what?
can't call KD the best player because he had
the
this
situation's
stuff around.
totally
Did
different.
I say that? I didn't say that.
That's you
I
said.
asked the question. Don't put words in my mouth,
So
meaty.
is that not what you was implying?
I was asking a question.
Is that not what you was implying, my brother?
Asking a question.
Is that what you were implying?
What I'm implying is, you don't have to ask what I'm implying. Ask me and I'll explain it.
Okay,
to you.
explain it to
So
me.
what I'm saying is, KD may have all of these attributes that you named. However, you don't have the pressure that some other guys got. You're not playing with guys who are far superior than some people on other teams, which makes the game easier for you.
Okay.
That all play a part into me saying if you the best player in the league or not.
Did LeBron not have that in Miami?
Wait.
Did LeBron not have that in Miami?
No.
Go ahead, Z.
So you say if Bron not the best player, then it's KD, right?
Yep.
You clearly don't agree with that at all.
No.
So after Bron, who's the best player?
We could say KD. I mean, I feel like it's a few people. I feel like you could say KD, Steph. You can make a case for Harden. You can make a case for a few guys.
This man just told me with a straight face that LeBron didn't have the best team in 2011.
You getting red as hell over there,
Man
dude.
just told me LeBron didn't have the best team in 2011.
Look at yourself.
When they formed, everybody was like, they had people writing letters talking about how unfair this team is.
So
do
stop
that
right
shit
there.
about the Warriors.
Stop right there. I sent you that for a reason.
Right.
When you look at the top heavy talent on other teams, just let me finish. Just let me finish. When you look at the top heavy talent on them other teams, what was the big fuss about? You had Paul Gasol, Lamar Odom, Kobe Bryant, who was still a dog at that time. You had Wade, Bosh, Bron in Miami. You had OKC, who had KD, Young Westbrook, Harden. You had Boston with Ray Allen, KG, Paul Pierce, Rondo. What's the big fuss about? Was there a real like gap as far as talent wise as those teams go?
You had three of the top 10 players in the league on the team at the same time.
Top 10 based on who? I don't think
Chris Bosh wasn't top 10 at the time?
I'm never big on Chris Bosh. Ever.
Who were the best power forwards in the league at the time in 2000?
I don't know, but I'm just telling you me. I was never big on him.
And who? And Timmy.
Okay.
Chris Bosh wasn't top 5?
I'm top 5 power forward.
Yeah.
I mean, if you gonna go,
okay, say top 15, bro. Say top 15.
Let me explain why. I'm gonna explain to you my logic. Chris Bosh was playing with a Toronto team who wasn't all that great.
Okay.
When you roll the balls out, somebody gonna score some points in the NBA game because y'all scoring 90, 100, 110. Y'all scoring hella points. So somebody gonna get these points.
Okay.
I feel like it's a different ball game when you go to another team where it's more pressure on you, where the games matter more. You get a little tight, and everybody don't play the same under them conditions, which is why I'm asking you about KD, about the talent you have around you and how you perform with that. I've seen Chris Bosh get bullied, get pushed around where you weren't nothing but a jump shooter. I wasn't never big on him.
This has been this week's episode of the Baselines and Beats podcast. We'd like to thank all y'all for tuning in.
We ain't done with this conversation.
We are not done with this conversation. My brother Chris Shields has came in and for some weird reason told me that Miami was not the best team in 2011.
Hey, can we just point out how like red Javon Cheeks is right now?
Hey,
He's
man,
like mad.
shut up, man. Because Shields be knowing.
He really like that over there right now.
He been a little rosy since he's trying to get to the meter thing.
That's going
Hey,
on.
man,
Now we
appreciate y'all. For
What you
tuning
doing
in.
when you leave here?
We appreciate y'all for tuning in, man.
Getting to the meat.
Obviously, man, my man's is Mike, man, you got like early onset, like
I got
onset
it.
Alzheimer's or
I need to send your fiance a message and see if she know what you out here living a double life or something.
We appreciate y'all,
She
man.
need to know some things for y'all see how I do, man.
Thank you for tuning in, man. As always, man. Z, go ahead, holler at the people, brother.
Yo, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe on everything. Make sure y'all leaving us them comments so we know how y'all feel about each show. Talk to us if y'all want us to talk about a certain topic. Tell us about it.
It's been this week's episode, the Baselines Beats podcast. I am Javon Berry.
I am Zamar Tompkins.
Salute to the homie Chris Shields. Thanks for joining us today. We'll be back. Peace.